What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So, I knew it wasn't going to take long before Alycia Baumgardner was going to have some type of response to Michaela Mayer. As you could see, she tweeted the boring, yawning emojis for the fight that, of course, that Michaela Mayer just had with Natasha Jonas. Now, you know the history between the two. They don't like each other. Alycia Baumgardner, to me, she seems like that type of kid that probably sit in class making faces at other students, causing people to get in trouble, or like making fun of someone getting in trouble. Or I don't know, man. She has that kind of like that Karen effect in boxing. Like, she's like the Karen of boxing. Like, I just have to talk shit to somebody. It's like she liked to get under people's skin. Like, I can see she has that, yeah. She's definitely like the Karen of boxing. Like, she likes to get under people's skin. And it's like she gets a kick out of it, man. Now, ever since Michaela Mayer lost to her, like every video, not even every other, I've yet to see a video with Michaela Mayer and she doesn't mention Alycia Baumgardner. Now, for Alycia, you already see what she's been doing. We had this, she had a situation where she basically failed a drug test, and VADA and the WBC decides that they don't think that she willingly took anything, but they can't prove it, that she did it on purpose or not. So anyway, the ruling says that she's not guilty, but yet she's suspended. So even before that information came out, she turned on Claressa Shields and starts calling out Claressa Shields, knowing she's not going to 160. She talked a lot less about Amanda Serrano. She talked a lot less about Katie Taylor, Chantel Cameron, fighters that are, closer to her weight class. So with Michaela Mayer, she already said, like, she's not focused on or worried about her. If their paths cross later on, then that'll be something then. But in the meantime, she's not worried about Michaela Mayer. So, of course, her response is to get under her skin. So you knew that wasn't going, you should have known, everybody should have known, she's going to have something to say. And the reality, when I said, like, the first couple of months of Michaela Mayer losing to Baumgardner, when I said she need to get over Baumgardner, for the simple fact Baumgardner is showing no interest in fighting her in a rematch. Okay, they didn't have that stipulation. There was no rematch clause stipulated. Now, the Natasha Jonas fight, the rematch clause was stipulated that if Natasha Jonas was to lose, then there'll be a rematch. So we already know that there'll be no rematch between her and Natasha Jonas. Jonas doesn't care for the rematch. She doesn't have to. So now for Michaela Mayer to be in a situation where she's basically feeling like, okay, here's two fights that I feel like I won. I didn't get the decision. So now what's going to happen is she's going to constantly hear, I believe Alycia Baumgardner is going to try to get under her skin as much as she possibly can. Okay, and then knowing that she has no plans on fighting her in the rematch. So for Michaela Mayer, what she needs to really do is refocus and understand what her approach to boxing needs to be. She needs to approach her fights differently and fight, with the style where she's pretty much, from round one, she's in there winning rounds. and fighting the way she should, And you can't have this height and reach advantage over people and not use it properly. That being said, like, she needs more of a Thomas Hearns approach, constantly working that jab and a power jab on top of that. Work off it, everything, body shots, everything off the jab. Control the movement, ring generalship, all of that. Make her move where I want her to go, but learn how to trap the opponent. Learning how to get the shots in and still keep it long. Like, all of these things. Knowing when to dig, knowing when to get inside and mix it up if she needs to. But not just putting herself in that position where she's making the fight easier for her opponent, or she's going to find herself on the losing end, several more times. But one of the things that she's going to have to definitely do is completely forget about Alycia Baumgardner and understand Alycia is going to take digs at her. And what she doesn't realize is when she responds, it doesn't matter what she's saying about Alycia Baumgardner. Baumgardner doesn't care. Baumgardner feels like she is winning that mental war. What's the saying? I'm living in your head rent free. She doesn't care about what Mikaela Mayer thinks about her. So Mikaela Mayer needs to have that same understanding, keep her focus. Okay, I know Natasha Jones isn't interested in the rematch. I need to focus on staying sharp, staying busy, and I need to understand, rethink my approach to my fight. Develop a fighting style that she needs to, and just cover all bases to the best of her ability. That's what she needs to really do, because even though she's at 147, Baumgardner's at 130. She talks about Baumgardner considerably more than Baumgardner talks about her. She doesn't have that. And what you have to understand, it's like any big company. You take two of the biggest companies of any genre. There's this mentality of number one doesn't have to talk about number two, but number two talks about number one. So what I'm saying is, she doesn't get it, but she I guess when you read comments or you have fans that you run into that say things like, oh, I still really think you beat Alycia Baumgardner, that might make her feel good. It might make her feel like, yeah, see, I know I won. I'm not the only one thinking like that. But what you don't realize is those people, they can't change the history books. What happened, happened. And what it does is it makes you look like a second-rate fighter. I got to keep talking about that loss. I got to, when the word got out about her failing her drug test, Mikaela Mayer was vocal about that, had everything to say about that, constantly bring these things up. That's not her concern. Okay, so unless we're going to find out a couple of weeks from now, oh, Natasha Jonas failed her drug test too or something, bottom line is, is like, whatever Alycia Baumgardner's situation is not her concern. So even like Lenarda 2 and anybody else that want to make a claim that that's probably why she beat me, like Lenarda 2 comes out and says the difference in Baumgardner this time was she was a lot stronger. Well, she was also a lot more technical. She was also more savvy. She showed better ring generalship and was a whole different fighter. Now, whatever was in her system, I mean, did it make her smarter? Did it make her sharper? Did it make her more technical? So just saying, her being stronger wasn't the only thing different. But this is part of what I'm saying. Mikaela Mayer wastes a lot of energy focusing on talking about someone who really doesn't give a shit what she says. As long as you're responding about her, it's like have a response to questions asked about her, and you're speaking her name. Every video of you speaking and you keep putting her name in it, no matter what you talk about, it could be a 10-minute video. And in that 10-minute video, you could be talking about two completely different things, right? For like several minutes out the video. you might talk about Alycia Baumgardner for 30 seconds, but that video is going to be titled Michaela Mayer goes in on Alycia Baumgardner. Even though the rest of the video, they don't even mention anything about what you said, but they are going to keep putting Baumgardner's name in these thumbnails. And what's going to end up happening is, instead of you focusing on your career going forward, you're really stuck because that loss still bothers you. Now here comes the second loss, and you lost your titles on one and failed to claim a title against Jonas, and that can be hard mentally. And for that reason alone, she needs to maybe stay off social media, because Alycia Baumgardner is very spiteful. And she's going to do and say things just to get under your skin so she can own you, live in your head rent free, and have you feeling as though you're salty, you're bitter. And fighters end up going through depressions and things like that. People go, "Oh, I'm fine. I'll never let that happen." And then, yeah, they get to themselves a lot. They think about things, and things are not happening the way they're supposed to. Now, I don't know how people are looking at Michaela Mayer at this point, where you have other champions in the division. Do you get another title shot? And it's about earning. It's not about handing you things to make you happy. It's about earning. And these things don't happen overnight. So, that's where her focus needs to be. And if she's at 147, stay there. Keep fighting. Improve on yourself as a fighter. Improve on your skills, everything, offense, defense, all around. Become the best fighter that you can be, but you need to focus on those things. And you need to not worry about arguing back and forth with Alycia Baumgardner. I mean, come on. We saw her sit on a plane and start recording Clarissa Shields walking by on the plane. She's very spiteful. Like I said, she is the Karen of boxing. She loves to get under people's skin. She just seems like that kid that was a troublemaker. That kid that was always getting somebody in trouble. Ooh, teacher, he's doing his homework now. He was supposed to do it yesterday. Like, she just seemed like that type of that type of person. She just liked to get under people's skin. Even the way she smiled, it's like she has devious thoughts behind that smile. That's the type of person she seems like she is. So for Michaela, yeah, I think she probably need to stay off social media, or at least I don't know, filter out. So I don't know. Whatever she has to do to get mentally focused and try to get back to winning, get back to she want to stay relevant. You want to, you don't want to, every time somebody see you, you're talking about Baumgardner. Yet Baumgardner's out here training, acting like nothing ever happened, with the drug test situation. She's cleared. So that's done. So there's no need to even, keep going into that. But, and don't get me wrong, I don't know these men and women personally. Not all of them, anyway. I don't know them personally. So, yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people got upset with Alycia Baumgardner because of the way she's been doing a lot of things and all that, and the things that she say. But in that ring, the focus is for her to get back to what she's doing, and until she gets back, and even after she gets back, but in between that time, you better believe she's going to keep talking shit about Shields. Shields don't care about her. She's not focused on her. She's not worried about that. She's going to talk shit about Michaela Mayer. Now, the name she's calling is funny because the people that's closer to her weight class, she's not talking about them like she keeps bringing Shields' name up. Let me attach myself to the best female fighter out there right now. And every time, she does an interview, they do an interview with me, and our names are being in the same sentence, there's more attention to me. And she's going to do the same thing with Michaela Mayer, because this decision between Jonas and Mayer isn't a popular decision with the majority of the fans. So what's going to happen is for every hot topic that's going on in female boxing. And for Alycia to be the opportunist and decide she want to get her name in that hat, that's what's going to happen. But I mean, psychologically, for a fighter to suffer 2 defeats when they really feel like they really won, that can be a devastating thing. So, Mikaela Mayer needs to do whatever she has to do to get herself back right, because I really don't think she's going to take these two losses too well. And the thing about it, yeah, she's not going to just feel this and not think about the loss to Baumgardner. So every time you jump on social media and she's making fun of you, she's saying all types of things, expect that to be the case. But it's petty, it's childish, but if you let it can be very effective. So just saying, I think that only time will tell what's going to happen with Mikaela. But yeah, Alycia Baumgardner is a troublemaker, man. Like, for real, she's a troublemaker. she's getting the kick. I can see her. She probably sits up in the bed, smiling, going through, Instagram or whatever, TikTok or whatever the hell she's on, and probably just be sitting here reading comments and laughing and thinking, okay, what am I going to do to piss somebody off tomorrow? She really just seemed like that kind of person to me. So we'll see how things go. And like I said, in the meantime, she is not going to go and wait until, what is it, July 12th? Her little vacation, they call it a suspension. Her little vacation is over. And yeah, she's enjoying her time right now. You better believe it. So she'll be training and doing everything she has to do. And in the meantime, making fun of people, trying to get under people's skin. But like I said, Shields is fighting at 160. She's not going to no damn 147. And Baumgardner is not going to go to even 154. So what purpose would they have? What purpose would Shields have anyway? To go down and fight her just to whoop a little ass, and then, people say, oh, well, that she was supported when she was bigger. And Baumgardner's in a position right now where this all could backfire on her as well. But to show you how fickle people are, because they hate Shields so much, they love Baumgardner for talking shit and calling her name. Petty shit. And all that shit can backfire on anybody at any given day. But I'll tell you what, like this little tweet that she put out, expect a lot more. And believe me, she's loving it. She's loving it. And for Baumgardner's people, Mikaela Mayer's people, I wouldn't even alert her about things that Baumgardner say. I would just, the hell with her. We ain't focused on her. We don't care on no tweets, no messages, whatever. Our job is to get back in the gym. Let's get our focus. Let's get our minds right. Get back to winning. And because that's what you're dealing with. How 50 Cent was always in something, and he still always has something going on. But he was every other week he's beefing with a different rapper. He's beefing with a different celebrity. He got something to say about a different person and make fun of everybody. Everything is a joke, right? That's what Alycia is doing right now. That's what she's doing. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Call her the bomb, man. They're going to start calling her the troublemaker. Yeah, she's a troublemaker, man. She's a troublemaker. And I'm pretty sure she has fun knowing she gets under people's skin. Look at the way she smiles when somebody, if you watch her when she gets interviewed, and somebody can say, they'll ask Alycia Baumgardner, like, so I interviewed Mikaela Mayer, and as soon as they said her name, she's like, from ear to ear, big smile, because she know what they said, she know what was, and then she just responds, and everything is that the confidence. You never notice how even when she has face off with fighters, she's talking shit to them with the biggest smile on her face, like she want to really get under your skin. Even after the fight's over, she just want to get under your skin. And the fact that her and Mikaela Mayer don't like each other, That's exactly what she's doing. Even just with that little emoji, those little emojis with her message, she knows that's the type of thing that people are going to talk somehow, some way. Michaela ears are going to hear this, and it's going to bother her because here she is. So that's what I said. When I say she don't need to talk shit about Alycia, it's not because of worrying about the feedback that she's going to get from Alycia. No, it's the point of, as a fighter, people don't take you serious when the majority of your conversation is complaints. Now, you can have fanboys and fangirls that will take your side no matter what and all that. It's petty. But just in general, people will feel like, man, every time this woman talking, she keep bitching about a loss that happened like 2 years ago. Oh, she keep talking about this. Oh, now she's saying she lost to this person. And the things that I point out about, her decisions with Baumgardner, the decision with Jonas, but how I say she made the fight harder for herself. If you watch the fight back, yeah, they'll see the mistakes that she made to make the fight harder for herself. But at the same time, it's just the type of thing where that's really small with dealing with the he said, she said. So Michaela Mayer needs to make a statement. She needs a statement fight. She don't need it with a lesser person. Even if she took a lesser fighter, which I don't see how that's going to help anything. I don't see why her confidence would be shook, anything like that. It's not like she took a beating, okay? But she needs to have a statement fight, whether it's by knockout or not. It doesn't matter. Like, listen, people have been saying for years, Devin Haney can't punch, but Devin Haney's in there outboxing everybody and making them look foolish. Clarissa Shields, oh, she can't punch, even though her opponents always say, no, Clarissa's strong. And basically it just gets to the point where, we've gotten this era where everything is, people have this mentality where if you're not getting knockouts, this little mother right here just gets on my nerves, man. Spoiled ass. But yeah, they just have this thing where everything has to be knockout, knockout, knockout. And no, you don't have to. Michaela needs to use those long arms, use that height to the best of her ability. Like I said, know when to mix it up, know what's necessary and what's not. But in the meantime, I'm sitting there thinking Alycia is probably sitting there right now somewhere with a big smile on her face, just glad that Michaela just got beat, just so she can, that she didn't get the decision. You say it like that, just because it makes her happy to know, okay, she lost. But don't get it twisted. You better believe Alycia Baumgardner is training her ass off, that she's not just sitting up. When I say vacationing, I don't mean she's somewhere, okay, let me just sit up and get out of shape. And now you better believe she's keeping sharp. And, in the meantime, she's just going to take this leisure time to fuck with people. And she already tried this shit with Shields, but she's not getting it with Shields. She's just talking shit and using Shields' name. But the same with Michaela Mayer. She's going to use her name because this, like I said, this is going to be a hot topic for the next couple of weeks with Michaela Mayer and, Natasha Jonas situation. So you better believe she's going to put her hat in that mix. She's going to put her name in the hat, get in the mix of let's talk shit. Let me talk some shit about Michaela. Let me piss her off some more. And believe me, she thrives on that. So hopefully Michaela Mayer can get back to doing what she does, and we'll see. And listen, salute to Jonas. This video is not about her, but salute to Natasha Jonas, because listen, people saying, oh, she knows she robbed Michaela Mayer. She didn't rob anything. You got to blame the judges for that. She just went in there and fought. It's not her job to overturn a decision or whatever. we seen what happened, and there's different opinions. You know, there's some people that actually said they thought that Jonas won, and I'm like, must be a Jonas fan, because I've seen even Jonas fans say that they think that she lost. Me personally, I'm nobody's fan. I wanted Jonas to win, but I don't think that she won the fight. But hey, she went in there, she fought hard, she brought what she had tonight, and listen, it is what it is. But you know, I'm not taking any digs or any shots at Jonas. It was the judge's decision. Jonas had nothing to do with that. That's the judges. So there's no hatred, no anger, no bitterness, and I don't know why anybody would, you know. but what made me laugh when I was watching the post-fight interview, you know, Jonas basically saluted Michaela Mayer. She gave this heartfelt speech, and like, I'm saying to myself, Jonas, you know damn well he lost that fight. But then I pictured Baumgardner. I dog walked that girl. I did everything I wanted to do. It was an easy fight. I'm like, wow. Listen, y'all. Whether Alycia Baumgardner really believes that or not, and looking at her characteristics, her mannerisms, her idiosyncrasy, she probably really does feel like she dog walked her. But regardless, she knows that those words make Michaela Mayer's skin crawl. Remember the face off. She's getting up in her face, called her horse face and all that, and was Michaela Mayer even threw a kick and stuff like that. Yeah, she really, you could see, like every chance she got, it was like, I want to get under her skin. And I'm not saying Michaela Mayer was some angel in that whole thing, because they were had their little back and forths, but it was like Alycia Baumgardner wanted to make her as uncomfortable as possible before, during, and after that fight. She was talking shit to her during the fight too, you know, but she really, really wanted to make her uncomfortable. And you can see the difference with her reaction when she didn't get the decision, how she walked off, stormed off, and she was angry. She felt like she won the fight tonight, but the fact is her and Jonas don't have any beef. But here again, I feel like I won and I don't get the decision. What do I have to do? Well, I named some of those things that I feel like she had to do, you know, but what she really has to understand is, you know, she's going to have to change her approach and do more than what she's been doing. You can't go into these fights with just trying to do enough to win. You have to go in there with the mindset to dominate from round one to however long the fight goes. You are a boxer. You're not a banger. It's like she's kind of lost in her own style with the approach. So, where, like I said, it might work with some, but then, just saying, if your decision wasn't enough to get the judges to rule it in your favor, you got to think about your approach, you know. Otherwise, you're going to be having other post-fight interviews saying the same thing. I thought I won, but this day, here we go again. And, you know, don't become the Derek Chisora of the female division where you keep having these close fights and then you just not getting a decision. Like, and you see how it happened with Derek Chisora, because there's been several fights where people thought that he actually won and he didn't get the decision. So now he's past his prime and it doesn't matter anymore, right? So anyway, y'all, talk to me in the comment section about troublemaking Alycia. Yeah, Alycia Baumgardner's a troublemaker. Michaela Mayer, you know, her mental state, and I'm not talking about no mental health issues or nothing like that, just the focus, to being able to put this behind her. Where do y'all see this going? Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.